Chrome lips poking out the coupe look like it's powder.
Yeah.
Chrome lips poking out the coupe look like it's powder.
Jay Smooth.
Chrome lips poking out the coupe look like it's powder.
Hey y'all, what it is, what it do, it's your boy Jay Smooth. Welcome to another episode of Smooth Customs. And today, I'm still not working on the LS400. Please don't hate me, y'all. Anyways, today I will be working on the Can-Am Ryker. And what I'm gonna be doing is, you already know it, balling on a budget. Yes indeed. So, I was scrolling through Sling Mods and I saw these cool DRL turn signals on the fender. You know, they sell this set. It's got the red reflector and the amber reflector on the fender for the Can-Am Ryker. And I'm like, man, that's tight. Let's go see what it costs. 130 and 130. A total of $260, and I don't even know if that includes shipping. So let's just say $260, and I'm like, damn, that's steep. How do I justify that to the wife? Tricky, huh? But for the next part, that red turn signal, reflector, whatever that Sling Mod sell, well, I had to come up with a solution. Not only did I not like it in particular, but I did realize that there is an advantage of having lights on those fenders for visibility, you know, in the daytime when you're trying to switch lanes and at nighttime especially. So I went ahead and ordered from good old eBay these DRL switchbacks, and they're sequential, so they turn red and they go into amber with a sequential turn signal, and these right here are 30 bucks. Now that's a pretty good deal. Yeah, so let's get to it. I took my number 11 X-Acto knife and I just trimmed back this plastic piece. Alright, right there. And then I took some of this LED strip that I had laying around. Now you can get a roll of this stuff for like, I want to say like 10 bucks. You can get like a meter of this, which is more than enough. Or they sell some switchback pre-cut that are about 8 inches, because that's what you're gonna need. This is 6 inches. They're about 20 bucks on eBay. So this was not switchback. This is just amber LED. But anyways, just to demonstrate, right? So the strip goes in here, and it fits perfectly in there. So I'm probably gonna use some silicone sealant to get it to stay in there and put the backing back on top of it. Let's see, should fit right there, and then I could just glue it back in, and then just to show you how it looks, check it out. Turn signal. I didn't show a lot of the process that I just did, but I'll kind of give you the rundown. So this has all been glued and sanded down to the back of this, so it's nice and sealed. I used Super Glue Gorilla Gel along with some CA Kicker. I usually use CA glue, but I'm out of it, but this worked. So anyways, just to give you a demo, just to show you what it looks like, there it is. Okay, first off, I want to kind of apologize to you guys, because while editing, I realized that I missed kind of an important step. So I wanted to do this quick video insert to fill you in on what kind of went down with the turn signals. All right, so the LED strip that I use came with this waterproof gel coating right here. If you can see it, let the camera focus. Alright, so that waterproof gel coating needs to come off. You just peel it off and it just like comes off. And what it does is it leaves the strip exposed like this, which makes it easier to shape into the turn signal spot. So without the gel coating, that's what you get. Not bad for what the LEDs cost me, like $4, and what the Gorilla Glue was like $5. That's it. Just did a little soldering for the end connectors. These DRLs that I'm installing, right? What you get in the package is you get the 2 DRLs with the turn signals in them or whatever, right? But this is where things get a little annoying as far as how I want to wire them up in the Ryker. It's got one of these DRL sequential circuit boards, mainly for the sequential and then the switchback. So everything comes in this module. So out of this module, you get the 2 wires, the left and the right, and then you hook everything up on the other end. Now for the Ryker, doing it this way, you would have to wire this up somewhere under the hood by where the fuse box is. I'm not doing that just because I don't want wires or extra wires running to or from the fenders on the Ryker. So what I had to do is I had to purchase a second set of these just so I can get another one of these, so that in each fender there's a circuit stashed up in there and there's space. So to remove the fender, we got a 13 millimeter. Yep, 13 millimeter. And it's gonna be these 4 bolts that need to be loosened. Now, if you watch the Sling Mods videos, they tell you to tape this area up so you won't scratch it. I'm just gonna put a rag right there. Now, you could do this all in this area without taking this whole thing off. But after doing that side, it's probably gonna be easier to just remove this fender and work on the bench. Alright, so in order to remove this fender after you took the bolts out, right, there's gonna be a wire harness here that's attached with a zip tie. It's gonna be better if you remove it. It'll make your life easier, way easier. This is where, let's see, there it is. See that zip tie right there? That's gotta come off. Once the zip tie is removed from up here, you're able to move the fender out even more and you have more space to work. But I'm gonna take it a step further and remove this wire right there. Yes?
Hi.
Hi.
I was talking to your friend.
Oh, okay. What's up?
I trying to come out here. I didn't know you doing.
You didn't know what I was doing.
I didn't know you did.
I'm doing a video.
I didn't.
Alright. Well, you don't have shoes on. So why don't you go back inside before you step on something, then you're crying. Love you. Bye. This wire's off. This should come off fairly easy. Yep. Alright. And that double stick tape I added because the wire was sticking out one day, so but I'm gonna add zip ties. Alright. Alright. All right. So now that we have more access here, and this can move around more. There we go. Now we can work. See? All right, so these bolts gotta come off. What else is going on? Yeah, we just need to access this. To remove, this has to come out. So that screw's gotta come out, and these screws down here have to come out. And we're gonna try to unplug this wire here so we can do some soldering. If you watch the Sling Mods video, they make it seem like you could just reach all this stuff over here without taking this stuff off. But I tried that and it's a bitch. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and remove these 3 screws right there, and then I'll use this screwdriver here to pop all these and separate the fender, because the fender is in 2 parts. One. There it is. A little patience. So, next step is unplugging this sucker right here. Bam, separate. So now that this is out, it's easier to get this turn signal out. There we go. Sucker. All right, that's out. If you see this side marker right here, I'm gonna use it as a guide, because one, if you look, there's like a line already on the side marker. Now, since this doesn't have any reflective material in it, I'm gonna leave some of the side marker exposed. It's your choice if you want to completely remove this, but I'm just gonna use it as a guide, and I'm gonna leave it on there, and all you're gonna see is a little bit of that reflector. So in case it's parked somewhere and somebody flashes their headlights on it, it'll reflect. So yeah, so I'm also gonna use this as a guide, because this needs to have a hole drilled out, and I'm gonna drill it right there. See, I'm gonna drill the hole right there on this reflective tape, and it should be lined up pretty much perfectly where it needs to be. Now the hole is drilled in the perfect spot, and you get enough reflective tape. All right. Now, so this kit comes with some small screws, but I felt they were a little too long and they were silver, so I got my own screws right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna double stick tape this LED light, and then we're gonna add the screws so that it doesn't move. Okay. Line this sucker up. Alright, there it goes. See? Got the screws on the top and the bottom. And we made sure that we didn't go through all the way. Alright, perfect. Now it's time for some wiring. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and open this sucker up right here. Oops. Alright, let me get you a close up here. Alright, so if you look inside here, all the wires are doubled up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna eliminate one of these wires that we don't need. I'm gonna cut it off because we only need one set of wires for the way that I'm installing this. Oh, I almost forgot. I have to attach the side markers. So that's gonna require me to drill a hole. Now, I made a small mistake that it's not a big deal, but if you happen to do this to your turn signals, what I did, make sure that the wire comes out on on this end, because now I have to drill a hole right there, and it is very close to the light, the turn signal right here. It's gonna be tight. I got the other side to fit already, but it'd have been easier if I finished off the wiring on the bottom side and I drilled the hole back here, which I have plenty of clearance. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. I took these off of the module for the turn signals, or the DRL, sorry. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna eliminate the blue wire right here. The blue wire is gonna get eliminated, right? And I'm gonna solder this end to the harness that goes with the turn signal on the Ryker, and I'm gonna wire up this side of the plug to the DRLs and the turn signal. So whenever if I have to take the fender off, I can just unplug this and I don't have to cut any wires, and I could put everything back together. So these will get soldered. Also, it's gonna make it easier because I get to solder this on the table, and then I just go and plug it in. This is the plug that goes to the turn signal on the Ryker. And if you see right here, it has 3 wires. If you look on the wire harness, it's got a red, a black, and a green. Now, the black is gonna be ground, and then the red and the green are gonna be the turn signal and the DRL. I don't know which one's which just yet. If I remember correctly, the red one might be the turn signal and the green one might be the DRL. Got my wire here with my harness attached to it. Then here's the other side of the wire where I cut this wire off. Now I'm gonna twist these together, solder them on and heat shrink them, and do a test run. Yes? What's up? Just gonna block the camera in the middle of me soldering. What's up?
I want to show them their candy.
You want to show the guys your candy? Okay, then back up so they can see you. Come over here. Alright, see? Turn around so they can see you.
Candy.
You want to show the guys you're not on camera? Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm on the feather candy.
Oh, you have a feather candy. You still can't see your face though, look. Duck down a little bit. Ah, there you go. Say hi to the guys.
Hi.
All right. Is that it? You just wanted to show the guys your new candy? All right. You want to stay out here?
Yeah.
All right. Let's hope this goes good. I don't know if this is a good time to be out here, my love.
I don't know.
Daddy's concentrating. All right. Be careful, that's hot. What?
I'm 6.
Baby, you want to tell the guys you're 6? You gotta get on camera. Watch out.
I'm 6.
She's 6 now.
I'm not 5 anymore.
You're not 5 anymore. Okay. Thanks for letting us know that. Appreciate it. Oh, watch out.
Oh.
Are you going?
What?
Are you going back inside now?
No.
No?
Let's do baby.
Great.
But the guys always like me.
Yeah. How about you hand me those red, yeah, let me get those red cutters, please. Thank you.
I like my candy.
What are you talking about?
About today.
Alright, come on, let's go inside. Because if not, I'm not going to be able to finish this. Alright, so now that everything is soldered and all taped back up, this is the stock plug for the turn signal DRL for the Fender of the Ryker, and this is what I added to it, and it's nice and tight, soldered tape. One of the last things I gotta do before buttoning everything up is I'm gonna drill a couple of holes. Some of the holes are gonna get drilled on the inside of the fender right here for the wire, and also I'm gonna go ahead and drill a few holes right here for that wire that a lot of people have problems with, where it sticks out and it rubs on the tire and then your turn signal goes out. Mine was doing that before I caught it. Now that I added the zip ties and I made the holes, that's where the wire is going to the DRL. Right there, so everything's tucked up back here, nice and neat. Ooh, almost got ahead of myself. Forgot one thing. I'm gonna use some of this black weather stripping adhesive, and I'm gonna go ahead and plug up this hole that I did on the bottom of the fender. Well, this is all buttoned up, put back together, everything's tucked up nice and neat. The process is repeated for the other side, of course, and let's test this out. Let's see how it looks. Ooh, me likey a lot. And then turn signals. Of course, these are working properly. All right, let's take it outside, see how it looks. So there you have it. Another successful Smooth Customs episode. A little wiring done. This one right here, I would say it's not too hard to do, but it should take you 3 to 4 hours as long as no one interrupts you, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, so I spent about 4 hours, so 2 hours per fender. What the thing that took the longest is just the soldering and the heat shrinking and making sure that all the wiring is done correctly and everything was self-contained. You definitely want to take your time, especially when you're taking apart the fender into 2 pieces. You have to be really careful because you might snap the plastic, so let that happen at your own risk. If you feel skittish about messing with it, don't. Just try to do it the Sling Mods route and pay all that money. So yeah, I hope you like this episode. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how I'm doing. If you want to see more Ryker stuff, go ahead and leave some comments, alright? Because I'm definitely not trying to give up the Ryker. I love that bad boy. I just want to keep it forever. Be buried with it. Alright, take care. Peace.
Chrome lips smoking out the coupe look like it's power. Chrome lips smoking out the coupe look like it's power.